update, February 1, 2015. This is kind of what I've been up to with my QUBD 2-up printer, 3D printer. I've been working on this new printer, bigger, hopefully better. We'll see. Come in and give you a little bit of what I've been doing here. As you can see, I took extrusions, and the first thing I had to do was I printed out these orange corner braces, 3 of them per corner. See if I can get this one down here. Well, there's one there. You just have to take my word for it. There's 3 of them in there, and there's one there, and then there's one there as well. So I did those, and worked really good. I made little T-nuts. I think I covered those in an earlier video. Now, then the next thing I did, sorry for the poor camera work, is I 3D printed out these Z-axis brackets, which have bearings, ball bearings in them, not printed in, regular industrial ball bearings that I pressed into a boss, and then this 8mm drill rod for the linear bearings to run on. Let me zoom down here. These linear bearings run on the 8mm. Holds the 8mm rod. Let me see if I can come around here and get an angle of the bearing. Probably not. Oh yeah, it's not going to show, is it? I don't know, it's not going to focus, but you can see there's a ball bearing up inside of there that I pressed in. So some strengthening ribs, strengthening ribs there, and a couple of alignment ribs there. Both top and bottom assembly, they're identical. Got this nice lead screw that's a coated steel lead screw with a polyacetal nut with a 0 backlash. You see, it's a 0 backlash assembly, so it's a lead screw out of a unit that I had access to. Let's see here, and then the final thing here is a stepping motor hook bracket. Printed that out this weekend, got the stepper motor mounted up. Actually had it running, and I accidentally let all the magic smoke out of the driver board. Not much to say about that, except oops, I wish I hadn't done that, but I did. So, but I was running it up and down. Wasn't working real good. It was more of the driver and the voltage power supply than what I have here right now for mechanics. Was skipping steps and stuff, which really I need to build another board. I need to build a board up based on a Polo U driver chip, something current limiting, so I can run high voltage and limit the current. They run a lot better when you're running them like that. So let's see, anything else on this printer frame. So this is moving along. Still got a little more work to do on the Z-axis. And then the rest of this is going to be an XY gantry that'll go in the top here, and that will be, I hope to be XY core, similar to an HBot, but XY core. And this little thing hanging here, in case you're wondering, that happened to be going along for the ride. I had 2 outputs on that driver board, and I needed to have a motor plugged into the second output. So this was a little stepping stage from my CMM machine I built and then disassembled. But that's what that is. That's not going to be there. That's just hanging there for now because I was using it for ballast. Okay, so there's that update. Let me scroll pan around here. And there's the 2-up. That thing has been chugging along really, really, really good. And if any of you guys, people, decide to get one of these, or actually any 3D printer, depending on what you really, I believe, need active cooling on the hot end. You can see this fan right here. I mounted with a little metal deflector to blow it up onto the hot end there, the peak insulator. This thing, I thought I was having plugged nozzles, and all along what it was, it would print. I could print half an hour, 40 minutes successfully. Then if I started printing longer than that, say an hour, 2 hours, all of a sudden it would start plugging. I thought it was plugging, so I was endlessly cleaning nozzles and restarting prints, and finally figured out that what it was the hot end, that upper edge of that hot end, that peak insulator would get up hot enough that the PLA filament would soften and then bulge, and then the extruder motor couldn't drive it down through to melt it and extrude it out the end. So active cooling, very, very, very important. Once I did that, well, I just did a 6-hour print. That was, oh, that's the other thing I printed out over here, actually, come speak of it. I don't think it was 6 hours. This was 3 hours. Here, I printed out a XL timing belt pulley to go on that lead screw. Printed that. This one on the motor is a purchase part. I had that in stock, so I used that, and I got a 3D model of a XL timing pulley and printed that out, and it works pretty good. This one here, I believe, was like 4.5 hours, and it's done those very well, very well. So active cooling, can't emphasize that too much. Really need that active cooling. And finally, on a different front, I can go over here in some light, see if I can show you these here. Let me get down here, see if I can zoom in on those. Is it going to focus? Yes. These are beads. My wife requested that I print out some spheres. So these are 12mm spheres that she modeled, sculpting clay around, and put in little sequins and metal bits there. You can see one there, metal bit. For her jewelry, she likes to make jewelry, and this was a project of hers. So, and in fact, later today I'm planning on punching out a bunch more of these little 12mm spheres for her to use in her project. So anyways, that's the update here with my 2-up printer and my, I don't know what I'm going to call this beast over here. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be a lot bigger build volume. You can see the thing is, it's, to give you an idea, the extrusions are 25 and 5/8 inches long. So it's going to be a significant build volume in there. And I've already got at least one project that I'm going to be able to utilize it for in mind. So someday, for too long, hopefully, I'll have this printer running and be printing out some big prints. So anyways, that's the update on my printing activities to this date. And back to work. Thanks everyone for listening. Leave comments, likes, just no nasty flames. That's all I ever ask. See you later. Bye.